Hello there, everybody, and thank you so much for joining me today on another one of our spirit reviews. Today, Vodka 101. Due to popular request, I want to go ahead and give you a quick introduction on vodka, the spirit in general. And so what I did was I brought along some of my friends to show you some examples of various forms and flavors that the spirit comes in. Let me start off right off the top by saying I'm a little biased, you could even say a little prejudiced about vodka. So let me explain. Basically, vodka is a neutral distillate, kind of a grain alcohol that is by nature supposed to be tasteless and odorless as possible, unless it's a flavored vodka. So what that lends itself to is kind of that beginner drink, the beginner's drink of choice, I would say. Because of the neutrality of it, it blends itself very well to mixed drinks, which is great. Again, very, it's not an intimidating drink to get used to and get involved with, especially when you're mixing it with things. It's not overpowering. Perfect for mixed drinks. At some point, it seems as though you graduate from vodka if you kind of have the palate to do so. And I feel like, around 5 years ago or so, I kind of said, you know what? I enjoy a nice vodka, cocktail here and there, but I sure as heck don't drink it neat, ever. There's just not enough personality or difference, quite frankly, in a top-end vodka and a bottom-end vodka. So let's get right down to it. Vodka is it's a Russian word, first of all. I think it meant like vodka or something. Basically, again, like I said, it's a distillate of water and ethanol. I know it's kind of scary, but that's what it is. All alcohol is poison. Let's just be real about it. But this one's a little less fancy about what it is. It's basically made with grains, fruits, potatoes, even sugars in some cases, and they basically just distill it to the point where, again, it basically has minimal flavor, minimal aromas. It's really only drank neat in large amounts, kind of in that Eastern, Northern European bloc, actually right around the Baltic Sea. That's kind of where you see it very, very popular. Poland, Russia, Scandinavian countries, Sweden, those places. Here in the U.S., it's primarily for mixed drinks. Bloody Marys, vodka tonics, white Russians, screwdrivers, Moscow mules, and obviously martinis. That's kind of what its happy place is here in the U.S. That's where it fits best. Traditionally, it's 40% alcohol or ABV. In the U.S., it has to be at least 30% or 60 ABV to even be considered a vodka product. Let's get right into some of the examples I brought. And what I did is I tried to bring a little bit of a cross-section about, one or two examples from some of the large manufacturers and people you may have heard of, and I'll give you a recommendation or two. I'm actually not going to do a tasting today because there's just not much to talk about, honestly, when you're tasting vodka. It is what it is. It's very neutral. They're very clean, but not a whole lot of personality. Let's start off with kind of the big guy, I would say, Grey Goose. Grey Goose is, it's actually a French, and I believe this one's a potato-based vodka. See if I can actually check it on the back here. I don't know. Yeah, but it's really a huge top-end vodka you see almost everywhere at this point. Again, vodka really, they'll brag about a vodka if it's filtered, 8 times. Okay, that's better than the guy who only filters 7 times. And a lot of times they actually use like activated charcoal. not extremely appetizing per se, but yeah, really the amount of times the spirit's filtered is kind of what they're talking and bragging about. So Grey Goose, let's start off there. We'll then move into another huge manufacturer, especially here in the States, 3 Olives. Another big one. This is actually the Dude flavor. 3 Olives was kind of one of the first guys that started getting into flavored vodka. This is actually kind of like a Mountain Dew flavored version of the spirit. Kettle One, that's another big guy. This is Citron. That's like a lemony cocktail. Lemony vodka, I should say. Smirnoff. This is their green apple. Smirnoff, huge name in vodka. Pinnacle. Pinnacle is relatively new on the scene in terms of name recognition and it being a commonplace spirit. This is actually the gummy or the sweetest fish flavor, which is amazing, actually, really, really good. In that Pinnacle vein, there's a coconut. Whipped is very popular, especially with the ladies. Really, really good with juices and things like that. Coconut, orange juice, cranberry, all sorts of things. Really, really good with. What else did I have? Oh, green apple. Or no, that's a caramel apple, sorry. Really, really nice, especially with like a cider. Here's Smirnoff Kissed Caramel. As you can see by the labeling, I mean, they're really, really targeting, to be honest, young women. Good cocktail, good mixer. Here's 3 Olives Purple. They actually have grape and purple. This one is just, I don't know, a little more grape tasting. Smirnoff Watermelon. 3 Olives Super Cola. Here's another guy, Burnett's. They're kind of your low shelf mixed or flavored vodka. This is the candy cane version I bought for Christmas. This is a sweet tea vodka. It's called Sweet Carolina. This stuff is actually amazing, believe it or not. Just on the rocks, 50% Sweet Carolina, sweet tea vodka, 50% water. Whew, it is dangerously good. So that's kind of, there are numerous manufacturers out there. Ciroc is another big one. It's really a big deal in the kind of the nightlife scene. Vodka is huge there. And again, they really target women with some of these flavored versions of the drink. And this is actually a cool thing that I read the other day. Women actually have approximately 2 times the amount of taste buds on their tongues than men do. Thus, their preference for a more neutral spirit. Whereas men prefer a robust, powerful, aromatic, biting taste, like a whiskey or a bourbon. Makes sense. You do see that play out a lot. So that's it. That's Whiskey 101. If you'd like to see me kind of review a specific, did I say Whiskey 101? Vodka 101. If you'd like to see me review a particular vodka or 2, shoot me a message. I'd be happy to do so. Until next time, glasses up.